We're in fourth place. Oh, let's go. Oh, I'm like the best. I got 50. Oh, that's the lowest.
It's time now for baseball from the great Sean Crockett, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy was pretty good in his last one. He lasted into the 7th inning. He ended up taking the loss, but he pitched awfully well, and sometimes a line score could be deceiving. He pitched much better than taking a loss pitching into the 7th inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Stepping up to the plate, Craig Montano, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Craig Montano.
Here it comes, 0-2. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that
standing in, number 24. He reached on a single in his first try. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning. And he'll scramble back to first safely. Stepping in, Craig Montano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He threw a base on balls his first time up. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Skied into straightaway right. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Here's Joey Gallo now.
Up next for the Rangers, designated hitter, Joey
Here's
Gallo.
a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a drive out to left center field. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Rangers strike first to lead it 1-0.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Striding in once again, number 24. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Number 24.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Digging in, Craig Montano.
Up next for the Rangers, first baseman, Craig Montano.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Liner toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our... So coming to the plate, number 24. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Takes this the other way to right. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
First baseman, Craig Montano.
And now they've got him picked off. And he is out on the tag.
So much for that leadoff single. That was...
Up next for the Rangers, number 24. 4 hits for him in this one, all singles.
Number 24.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Trout is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Texas Rangers put on a show with the bats, collecting 17 hits in the game. Sean Crockett picks up his team-leading third. MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jorge Lopez, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So digging in now, Mike Trout.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
One and two, here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazara's under it. And that's the third out. Now at the plate, number 24. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Out for the Rangers, center fielder.
First pitch
24.
on its way. Fouled off. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well.
Ready now, number 24. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. Line hard to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Striding into the box, Craig Montano. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. A runner at first with no outs here. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Here's a high pop-up. Brasino is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Nomar Mazara. He popped out in his first trip.
Nomar Mazara.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. The 3-1 pitch. High pop-up. Simmons has a play. 2 down. Here's Joey Gallo now. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Drilled to first. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Now a long throw to third. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Here's Jurickson Profar. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Sent toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So striding in, number 24. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. In the air to right center. On the move is Trout. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. He's around third, not done yet. Now the relay home. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
In now, Eddie Rosario. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Center fielder on the run. And the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 24. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. And now here's the third time he stepped out. Talk about breaking up a guy's rhythm. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And now someone's going to need to take charge down there. This is getting ridiculous. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Trout giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Rangers.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Rangers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jorge Lopez earns his 8th victory of the season. Franklin Brown is settled with the loss.
An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Boston Red Sox at the plate, number 24. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. No balls and a strike to count. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They're coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well. Winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Guys, you know what we call that? We call that turn and burn. That's a bullet single down the third base line. Third baseman's not able to make that play. Can't make that play. He's playing almost bunt defense, fearful of having to come get something. That ball was hit way too hard.
Batting third.
At the plate, Nomar Mazara, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Joey Gallo. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title. Swing and a miss, a big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. So stepping in, number 41. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Craig Montano, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. So striding forward now, Derek Kershaw. And a great chance for the Rangers to add on in just the first inning. The 1-2. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base. And digging in now, Andrew Benintendi. A base hit in his first trip. Pulled toward right center field. Mazara's on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 24. He singled his last time up.
Number 24.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone! Shot here to left, number 18 for him on the campaign, and the Rangers move ahead. It's now 2-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. Popped him up. Bush over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. Into the box now, number 24. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. The 1-2. And now the runner's trying for third. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Goodwin. 1 out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Joey Gallo. It was a walk in his last trip.
Joey Gallo.
A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. In to score, the runner from second.
Boy, that's a pretty good pitch. You see this changeup down in the zone, almost ankle high.
Striding forward now is the DH, Andrew Benintendi. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the...
And he will get there to make the running play, and that... Number 24 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Waiting on it is Goodwin. And that retires the side. Stepping into the box, Rene Gomez. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
And he'll make it up to 3rd safely here with 1 away. Coming to the plate now, number 24. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. From the stretch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 on its way. Hard hit towards center. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
Oh, I don't even care. Look at that, Boston. I'm just gonna do this all then.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Oh, bro, we got a second. Alright, we got fourth and one. That's pretty. Am I still 18? We got moved up or down? I got moved down? Oh, I moved up. Oh, let's go 300. I want to get off these things. I don't care that the athletics won their articles.
She's a female.
Yeah, it happens.
Hi, sweetie. I would need to upgrade to like a 20 long if I had to.
Now from the home of the Rangers, we're at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set. Into the box now, number 24. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Lined hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
At the plate, Nomar Mazara, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play. Slow roller back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 24. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled away. Bush leads off second with one gone in the inning. To third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only one out.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1. Ready for another chance? Guillermo Cruz.
Get this game on.
Settling in now.
Leading off in the Ranger fourth, designated hitter, Joey Gallo.
A one-run game, 6-5 to final today. The Houston Astros put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory.
Playoffs.
Who is the meanest? Who is the loudest? Who is the baddest? Who is the most caring? Who is the sneakiest? Who's the cleanest? Who's the messiest? Who gets in trouble the most? Who has the worst attitude? Who's the funniest? Who eats the most? Who will be the last to leave the house after they're gone?
We didn't make it. Rangers have been fortunately just posting. What do you mean the Rangers? What? No contract offers?
An early winter check-in. The player is offered advice on contract matters. Hitting arbitration for the first time means having leverage for the first time. For one who has never had power to wield, it can be initially uncomfortable. The more a player can be educated on the intricacies of the negotiating process, the more prepared he'll be when the time comes to make decisions.
Let's get 3 points.
Spring training is about knocking off the rust and getting ready to once again chase a title.
Well, this is the oh, dang.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Oh, you can't. Here. 10-4, 11.
This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
Damn, we lost 6 games in a row. Care, it's one.
Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill set. A manager checks in with his ball club.
Well, we need to win all these games lost. Yeah, we're not gonna.
An agent calls to check in with one of his clients.
Anybody can start to have this during a turn.
The player expresses interest in going elsewhere.
2 seasons. Where you are.
Total mastery of a skill requires continual refinement. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
Squeezes.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A representative calls with big news for his client. And, just like that, the course of a career changes. A happy manager welcomes a prize acquisition to the club.
Just do the best, sir.
He knows his new star has good reason to be miffed about being moved.
Oh dang, we're getting pooped on. Already good. Give me that. Oh dang, we had a big streak on
A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively.
We're actually doing really good.
A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
Damn, bro.
Those who have become the players of legend have tended to
Let's
be
see
the
if we
ones
beat
who
Texas.
delivered in the clutch time and
Come on.
time again.
Win, loss, win. Come on. Get that third win. Let's go.
A team is pressed to step up their focus defensively. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Looking for a few hairs.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
I'm gonna do all of them here. Hey, I'm fine. We beat up my team. New York? We beat them. That's like big for us.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
Rough, we did okay. Did we get 100? We got, let's see. I don't want to do bad practice on.
An early winter check-in. player is offered advice on contract matters. Hitting arbitration for the first time means having leverage for the first time. For one who has never had power to wield, the more a player can be educated on the intricacies of the negotiating process, the more prepared he'll be when the time comes to make decisions. The player has had it with his current team.
This is ridiculous, man. I don't want to be honest.
Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.